is the Diamond Boutique. I am so happy to see you, Cass. You are the superstar. You got here nice and early today. I love it. You were the first one in, so thank you very much. Hi to everybody else, too. I don't want to exclude you. We're so happy to have you with us. My name is Michele Lau. I'm the diamond expert for QVC US. My sidekick, my moderator, my partner is Mama Pat, and she is setting off to the right. Mother's Day is coming up, so I thought it would be fun to show you some really great Mother's Day gift ideas or a little inspiration for dolling yourself up for Mother's Day. It is one of the busiest restaurant days of the year, so you got to be looking good when you go out there. And it's also nice to treat yourself a little bit, right? So, Mom, who's all out there shopping today? I see Cass.
Cass, Rose.
Hi, Rose. Good morning. Good to see you here.
So far, that's it.
Cass and Rose?
I can see people
Woohoo!
joining in the back.
Oh, yeah. And don't be afraid to go ahead and put your name in the chat or say hi. We love to see you out there. This is a show that we do from the heart. We're not affiliates. We're not paid to do this, but we both love diamonds. Mom was in diamonds and pearls before I was even born. And so it's in our blood. We say that jewelry is in our blood and you kind of catch that fever, right, Cass? I mean, suddenly, Rose, there you go. You're hook, line, and sinker in. So, I want to start with something that I think is really special. This is coming up a little bit later, also extremely special. It is a beautiful lab grown heart shape pink diamond ring. It is so limited, though, that it's getting right down to the, as Mom would say, the nitty gnats nuts. And I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it doesn't sound good to me. So, anyway, moving on. This, I know, this is a ring I absolutely am obsessed with. I just think the design is so pretty. I call it the Wonder Woman ring because it's got the golden lasso that kind of comes around that teardrop shaped diamond. That is an actual diamond. This is not a diamond simulant. It's not a white topaz or a zircon or any other kind of wannabe. This is a diamond that is grown in a laboratory. It is chemically, physically, optically diamond. We're going to be seeing these all throughout this broadcast today. So if you want to learn more about lab grown, please feel free to put your questions in the chat. But know that you can get a finer product for a lot less money. QVC sells really great natural diamonds. They call their collection the Affinity Collection, and I love representing it. It's really good stuff. But I can take you up 5 clarity grades with Firelight lab grown into between flawless and VS1 in clarity. So it's a beautiful, beautiful selection. And the stones, oh my God, the stones, the cutters that they hire are so good. I mean, a teardrop, the most important thing, in my opinion, when you're buying a teardrop shape or a pear shaped stone is to get the cut right. Because if you don't get the cut in proper percentages, and really, this is a marriage of chemistry and mathematics, right? So when you get it right, you get a ring that is exquisite like this. This is so silky on the inside. I love wearing it. It's a very pleasurable piece. And it's only $15.99.98 at QVC.com today. Now, I give you the item numbers. Mom puts them in the chat for you for your convenience. But again, we're not affiliates. We aren't going to get a commission or anything like that. But we just pick out some of our favorite things that we see currently in inventory and we share some stories too. This was almost $2,000. It was 1999 and probably will be again with what's, happening with the price of gold and everything else. But right now you can save 20% if you do have an interest in it. It's on 5 easy pay of 320 today. And if you're watching us in replay, prices change, easy pay changes all the time. But right now it's under $1,600 and it's on 5 credit card payments of 320. It comes in size 4, size 6 through 8, and in size 10. And as you can see, it's got a really nice presence on the hand. I would wear it as a right-handed ring. I really think that's just a beautiful fashion piece, but it's that quintessential kind of ease, that effortless look, which really has me hooked on this one. It's in solid gold as well. In fact, you asked me for more solid gold this week. So 3 out of 5 of the items I'm bringing you are in solid gold. The rest of them will be plated product, which in diamonds, we do our plating really well. We do it nice and thick. It's nice and even. We'll get into more of that later, but this is solid gold today.
I have to ask a question.
Yeah.
Ask if they can see you live.
Can you see me live? Okay. Can you see me live? Can you not? What's
I
happening
can't
with
right
you?
now, but
All right.
I
If you
probably
can
can.
see me and hear me fine, would you throw me a couple of thumbs up so that I know everything is good? Mom thinks we may be having a technical
No,
problem.
it's not you. I think it's me.
Okay. We sound like we're breaking up. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Okay, so moving on to the next item before I lose everybody. This is item number J448700. This is called the Heart Smile Necklace. And every single one of these is not only, I mean, really well cut, but each one is articulated so that when you wear it, it's going to move around your neck. It's not a hard stationary piece. And that's what really stole my hearts on this one. If you had five members of your family, if you had 5 years together, if you just love that look of a little smile necklace, you are going to fall in love with this. It is also in solid 14 karat gold. It comes in yellow and it comes in white. I didn't get a capture of the white, but it also is adjustable. You can wear it as a 16-inch choker length, or you can wear it as an 18-inch, which is like what I have on today. So it gives you really nice versatility. Like if you're wearing a gown, or you're wearing something where you have a little bit higher neckline and you'd like to have a higher choker, or the other end of it, if you want to be doing some layering on bare skin, it's great. You can start with the 16 and then you can add things like the 18 and other items below. 1708.98 is your price. It is 5 easy pay of 342. It gets on average 4.8 stars. So it is something that people love. And I love it too. We bring it in whenever we can, which is not all that often. You have to really find the right cutter for heart-shaped stones. Again, I'm talking a lot about cutting this year because I think it's one of the four C's that gets neglected in television shopping. And it's a place where QVC really excels, in my opinion. So when you're cutting a heart-shaped stone, the hard part is the little cleft in between. If when you're cleaving that diamond, you hit it wrong, and cleaving it meaning if when you're cutting and fashioning the diamond, if you hit it wrong, it'll split the diamond and then it ends up being usually unusable. So when you're dealing with big stones like this as well, wow, somebody's screaming at us
Scammer.
with a scammer alert. I don't know what that's all about.
I shut mine down.
You did?
Yeah, you keep going. I'll come back
Okay.
in.
Oh, what the heck that's all
We've
about?
never had that.
No, but I think you can, is it somebody that is a scammer? Let's see if we can
I think
remove. I'm
so.
gonna remove them. How do you
I
like them
think if
apples?
scammer's their first name, they should change it.
I'll tell you what, I'll report them right now. How's that? Report. Bye, scammer. Unwanted commercial content, pornography, hate. No, none of that.
Yeah, none of that, dear.
So we're gonna go to, let's see. There we go. Well, that was exciting. Not.
Not.
Remove. Okay. Oh, God. Takes all kinds, I guess, but not here.
Everybody's got
Not in
something.
the Diamond Boutique. You should be okay to sign back on, Mom.
I'm coming right now.
All right, so 5 easy pay of 342. Well, that was discerning. Um, anyway, a beautiful piece. It's gonna frame your face nicely. I think Mom would love it for Mother's Day, but it is one of those like really sentimental from the heart pieces that I think you're gonna appreciate. All right. So next up, the cover girl, the one I was telling you about, and I wore pink in her honor today. This is 4.81 carats in diamonds, the majority of the weight being in that center big, gorgeous bubblegum pink diamond. It's so good. This is the kind of color saturation that you see, in auction. There was an auction of the final few pieces from the Argyle mine. The Argyle mine in Australia is probably the most prolific mine, the one that is most famous for these big, juicy pinks. There's some pink diamonds coming out of the ground around the world, but nothing like what was in Argyle. I'm afraid those days are gone. And so when they had a diamond tender not too long ago to auction off the last of the stock at the Argyle mine, the prices were through the roof expensive. And I mean, we're talking about mansion kind of prices. So I love that we are able to grow them in a lab without treating them with a coating. This is really a breakthrough in the world of lab grown diamonds, and you're going to be seeing more color coming into the conversation in June. A nudge, nudge, wink, wink, towards the end of the month, where we're going to be seeing not only pinks, but blues and yellows in fancy cuts, not a heart, but we got some feedback on this from some of our customers that I wanted to share. One of the customers was saying she felt like it was a little top heavy for her. So I'm going to recommend that, if you are between sizes, that you might want to size down. But the good news is when we had this made for you, we had it made in a way that it could be sized, so that if you wanted to go a little larger, you could and have it sized back. So I wouldn't go more than a size, but it was intentionally made that way. It's a really beautiful design, something that is a standout from across the room, really gives you that beautiful warmth, that glow of the beautiful pink against that white. And it's done in white gold, of course, solid white gold, because we're looking at one of the more expensive pieces that you'll see me present at QVC, although our threshold now is up in the, 25,000 range. So you can find things as inexpensively priced as $100. You can find things like this, which are $6,300, or it goes up to five figures. And it's all the same quality, is my point. So whether you're spending $86 or $120 on a beautiful, little twinkly ring, or whether you're buying the big mama ring, you're going to get the same kind of quality, which I think is an important conversation to have, especially right now, because out in the world of jewelry right now, there is a lot of what's called promotional grade diamonds, which are the gray diamonds. They don't look as bright. And you can tell when you put them side by side with a nice quality diamond, they're still diamonds. And so for Mother's Day, sometimes that's okay. Maybe the kids are going together and they just want to get, her something that's in real diamond and sentimental. But when you can afford, if you know where to go to get a better quality product and still stay within that budget for Mother's Day, go check out QVC.com. That's what I have to say about that, because you're getting that same really high quality. And again, in our Firelight brand, in the white diamonds, which you see around the halo and also on the shoulder, you're always going to find VS plus clarity, which means somewhere between flawless and very slightly included. And you're going to find somewhere between colorless and near colorless. So at the top of the chart both ways, and you're going to spend a whole lot less. I mean, this is proof positive of that. Even though I'm not saying $6,300 is walking around money for most of us, but they do make it convenient, and that they do 5 easy pay of 12.73, which is cool. If you go to the .com today, it's really limited. It's in size 7, 9, and 10 only, and it's got this really beautiful kind of peachy pink color. The peach is at the undertone, the pink is what comes, really singing through on this piece. It's very special, and it's in solid gold. I love it. Any feedback, anybody?
Say, guys, I'm going to have to stay off. The guy keeps coming back on mine.
I don't see, he can't just come on yours. He'd have to come back on everybody's,
Well,
Mama.
I, I, I don't know.
All right, well, just ignore him. That's fine, Mom. I
Okay,
understand.
I'll keep trying.
Okay, you don't have to. It's fine. Right? All right.
Yes.
We get it.
So sorry.
Yeah. I am so sorry about that. I'll have to investigate what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, this is J458525. This at QVC.com today. I brought this in because this is a time where a lot of people in the springtime, a lot of people are looking for wedding and engagement rings. And I think this is a really good example of how much you can buy for less if you know what you're looking for. So in the center, we see a princess cut stone, a nice big stone. Again, we're looking at almost 5 carats in total weight. Diamonds in the band are also in harmony, not only in their color and quality, but also in the way they sit on your finger. They did this fluting on the side so that they fit like a puzzle when you put them on. This, by the way, has been one of the hottest rings in the inventory in the last 6 months. We can't keep it in stock. And I'm happy to report that today, in the white version of it, we have size 6, 7, 8, and 10. And in the yellow, we have size 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I wouldn't recommend sizing it because it is a plated product. And so when you size it, you'd have to have it replated, and that gets to be pricey. So I would either, get it now while it's in your size, or maybe your intention is not to wear it as a wedding set at all. Maybe your intention is to break it up into 2 rings and wear one on your left hand and one in your right hand, for example. And that sure works. It's done 4 easy pays of $650. It's set in sterling silver, and then, like I was saying before, it's plated in 14 karat yellow gold. So a quick word on that. There's a good, better, and best in plating. And we really do a fine job of the plating product that QVC brings to the table. At the very lowest rung of plating is clad, and that's just like a little of gold. Um,
I
and
can't type, but boy, I can laugh.
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
I
a
do.
little, but I mean, it's nice, it's pretty and all that, but it's not going to wear as well as what you're seeing here or in Vermeil. When you go up like that, you get more mils or more layers of gold. And so the actual applications can vary as well. So QVC really does a fantastic job of vetting um, finer products for you. So when you think about it, if you're sitting at this, you're thinking, yeah, but it's gonna be my wedding set. I don't want to have to replate it after 10 years or whatever it is. Well, most of the time when people buy wedding sets, they buy them in with rhodium plating or with a flash on them anyway. And so in those 10 years, you're probably going to want to have it rhodium plated anyway, right? If you get the white, for example. So if you're going to have it replated anyway, eventually, what would it hurt to go with silver now and then maybe upgrade when you can afford it in solid gold, or get it replated at a nominal fee? So I don't think plated product in bridal is a bad thing. I just think you have to put it into perspective. You're saving the money up front. You will have to probably replate years down the line, but you probably would have done it anyway. How many people have replated their wedding sets with rhodium, for example? Go ahead and put it in the chat if you'd like. Hey, it's great to see all you guys there. Thank you so much for being with us. I see Amy and my mom. Cass is also still there.
Jonathan,
Jonathan has stopped
Tyrone,
by. Who else?
Jonathan, Tyrone.
Tyrone. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me and
Oh,
putting
and
up with somebody else's shenanigans
other
today.
two, and I can't remember.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
but
so
we're really
sorry.
happy to have you with us. So thanks for hanging along. All right.
Especially the newbies.
Yes, we love it.
We've got a couple newbies.
And we've been growing so fast. It's really exciting to be with you on this journey. And it's been what, about 3 years now, Mom? So we're
I
really well
think so.
established on YouTube, and we love it. And we love our nice little family. Couple of quick little inside tips of things that are happening here. I just got word yesterday, and some of you that are in the chat today have asked me about this. Do you remember over the Christmas season how we had those little initial pendants and everybody went crazy? I bought a bunch. Julia and I were on the air together with them. They had a Q2 airing and I think one or two main channel airings, and they were completely gone. Julia bought a bunch of them. In fact, she ordered mine for me because I was having to talk to you. And so she went ahead and did that for me while I was on the air. I mean, we all just went crazy for them. But there is a few of you that were building mom's necklaces and you wanted to put your different children's initials on them, or you missed out on the initial that you needed. So anyway, the story is I get a call yesterday. Hey, are you available for some airings? And I can't say the date yet on this day. We want to bring it back, and we want to bring it back as big as we can. We're thinking maybe launching at midnight and keeping it going through the day. So don't know the final word yet, but odds are it's going to be very good that you're going to have a chance around the middle of June to pick those necklaces up. And if you remember, they were value priced. So that was supposed to be a one-time negotiation. That was supposed to be all that they were going to allow us to have. But we were able to go back and sharpen our pencil and work on things for you. So it's coming back in. Yay. Also, the end of June, we have another day special value, and it is something that I personally designed, and I'm really excited about it. And it's a ring, and it's in beautiful color. So that's your little insider information for being so kind and sticking with us through this mess that is today.
That's if that's all that happens today, we're good.
Yeah, there's just mean people out there in the world sometimes. There is.
Yeah.
But, we welcome meanies too, as long as you keep to yourself. Um, don't screw up everybody else's fun. This is J458068. 75 points in baguettes. These again combine baguettes and rounds, and they're under $400. I like to end with something that'll really get you excited. It's only $369.98. This is your treat for staying to the end. In a minute, I'm going to run backwards through the lineup to give you an opportunity again to see your new special treasure. If I'm buying a diamond ring, especially, I want to see it more than a couple of times before I buy it. So I get that. But again, this is not about selling. We're not affiliates. We're not paid to do this. I work as a contractor with QVC on your behalf. I work as your advocate, and that's why I can like more directly reach the buyers than you might be able to. So if you do have things that you need or that you want, you can always email me at hello@ursolidgold.com. We'd love that. All right. So the earrings are really beautiful. There's a ring in stock that matches it that you can check out if you want. Equally inexpensive. This is 20% lower than what the intention will be on these. So 462 is the original price that they were to go out at, but they took 20% off, at least right now, at QVC.com. So they're 369.98. I just checked them this morning. They're still marked down. 4 easy pay of 92.50, and these are in sterling silver with the white rhodium plating. This is what's happening in jewelry right now, and I think it makes sense. I mean, you think about it, people are looking for budget-friendly ways, but we don't want to, like, skimp on the luxury in our lives. Diamonds make you feel differently when you wear them, don't they? I wanna know how you feel when you wear your diamonds. Put it in the chat if you wouldn't mind. I'll just go and say, "I feel put together when I wear my diamonds." I really do. Like, if I put them on, I love my colored gemstones too, but my colored gemstones put me in a different frame of mind. I love wearing, let's say, one of my chunky moonstone necklaces. I love wearing moonstone. So I wear a moonstone necklace maybe to a farmer's market or to the grocery store or something. But when I'm wearing my diamonds to the grocery store, even, I feel like I'm just like a little bit more elegant, right? I just gotta stand a little taller because diamonds are such a treasure and such a miracle of nature. So if you are looking for a Mother's Day gift, I think this is a fantastic gift. They're about a half of an inch top to bottom, so they're not too schmaltzy. They're also not too small. They're going to be a great scale for pretty much everybody. They've got the straight post with the click, and you can really feel them and hear them click into place. The tiniest little pieces in an earring make a big difference in manufacturing. That's why I always giggle to myself when they bring out something in faux, and in a simulant, and they say, "Oh, it's made exactly the same way." Well, it's really not. They take a little bit more care to make sure that you're not going to lose an earring when you're spending $369 for it than if you were spending a buck and a half. So there's my 2 cents on that. Yes, very, very pretty. You can see them on a day for size. Yes, about a half of an inch. So whether your hair is long, short, or somewhere in between, you're going to find that they show. And in white metal, you can wear them with platinum. You can wear them with silver. You can wear them with white gold. But sterling silver is actually the classic way to set diamonds. This was how very important diamonds, in fact, historic diamonds, were set before people started setting diamonds in gold. So that might get you thinking, why? How? Well, one of the reasons that we continue to do it today is because it leaves you a very secure home for the diamonds themselves. See, sterling silver is not only the whitest, brightest metal, even the thinnest sheet of sterling silver reflects back 95% of the light. But in addition to being the most reflective metal, it also has a stronger tensile strength so that the pronging around the stones stay more secure. So it's not as important with earrings because they don't get, usually hit or banged around too much unless you're like me and you throw them on the side table when you go to sleep. Not good. Um, just a habit, but not good. This is going to last you a lifetime of wear and very little maintenance with the rhodium plating. So that's why we use rhodium. Rhodium is actually a derivative of platinum. It is more expensive per ounce than platinum is currently. And I think part of it is because of the demand for it, because it's used now almost universally on sterling silver so that it doesn't tarnish as easily as they used to. Remember, like I used to collect Southwest jewelry way back in the day. I still do occasionally, but not with the kind of veracity that I did at one point in my life. But that jewelry at that point was not rhodium plated. It was just the sterling silver. And so it would oxidize very readily. One of the things I liked about it, actually, because it set off kind of the rustic look of those gemstones really nicely. But with my diamonds, I don't want that rustic look. I want something that's really bright, something that's really snappy and polished and just twinkles with the diamonds behind that sterling silver. Love it. Okay, so moving backwards, here is the princess set where you get the band and you get the ring that could be a wedding ring, an engagement or a wedding set. It could be an engagement ring. I put them like this so you could see that you could wear them separately. This comes in either the rhodium over sterling or it comes in 14 karat gold over sterling. Two rings for $2,600 for easy pay of $650 at QVC.com. When I checked, it in the white, it was in size 6, 7, 8, and 10. In the yellow, it was in size 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the story here, and it's really beautiful. You get that square shape, you get the modified brilliant cut underneath the head of that piece. And they sit together like a puzzle if you choose to, but the ridging on it just looks really attractive as well, and it sets up nice and high. This is four-prong set, and it protects the corner of the princess cut stones. I meant to mention that because that makes it so much better than many of the other ways I've seen them set. So I like that. I like that it protects the corners where it's vulnerable. Anytime you see a sharp corner on a diamond, it's going to be a vulnerable place. Again, pro tip, if you're buying other shapes like marquise or pear shapes, look for a little chevron shape prong at the tip if you can, because that will keep your diamond looking better longer, and it reduces the chance that you're going to knock it against something and have an issue. So I know you're saying, well, I didn't think that diamonds would chip. Anything can. Diamonds are they they made this into a meme this week. That's funny. When I was talking about cleaving a diamond, diamonds have perfect cleavage. And if you want to giggle, go check out Chelsea Reed's Insta and or TikTok this week. They made a funny thing about it. It's pretty funny. But anyway, what that means literally is if you cleave it wrong, it can break into two. So where a diamond becomes vulnerable is at the tip. So point being, protect those square edges. Whether you buy this ring or one elsewhere, it's a good thing to know. This gorgeous piece can be sized, which is a good thing because we're super limited, but man, would this make a wow of a Mother's Day. It is in size 7, 9, and 10. You're going to save bunches of money here. I mean, you're saving about $600 by buying it at QVC.com today. And that's not even with a retail comparison. If I were you, when I got this home, within the first 30 days, take it down to your local jeweler, have them take a look at it, and have them give you an idea what it would cost to replicate this ring on your behalf. If you wanted to have one, you just tell them you're thinking about having one made for your daughter, or sister, or best friend, whomever, I don't know. But you'll get a good idea of what's going on because what makes this so incredible is that really true, vivid, saturated pink in the center of that stone, excuse me, in the center of that ring. And it's on 5 Easy Pay of 12.73. All right. The smile necklace. This will put a smile on her face. You can wear it as a 16-inch or an 18-inch. You've got the lobster claw clasp, keeps it nice and secure. But the thing about this is the cut. The cuts are beautiful on every single diamond and very consistent. And remember, they're loose, so they move. When you move your head, when you clap your hands, your body moves. And so it's going to catch the light in so many different directions. A heart-shaped stone is one of the most difficult to cut. Again, gem cutters, lapidaries, they don't like cutting them, not one bit, because again, one little slip and you've ruined the diamond. So to bring in a nice selection of these just in time for Mother's Day is exciting. It gets a 4.8 average rating at QVC.com. People love it. I love it. I just think it's an amazing piece that is not overdone. Like when you see it on the neck, see, it's not so chunky where people are gonna go, "Is that real?" But they're gonna be eyeing it up. You watch it, you just watch. It's gonna look absolutely stunning against a tan in the summertime with your, it's with the extra length, you can wear it around a cowl neck, or not a cowl neck, a mock neck in the fall. You're gonna find this to be your favorite piece. I'm sure of it. All right, now this ring, speaking of favorites, this is the one that is my latest love.
That's mine too.
Yours too. I love this so much. It is J459462. It is like a piece of modern art.
Oh,
It features a perfect carat 4. It would have been a lot less expensive for them to ride underneath that 1 carat mark. When you reach a 1 carat mark, it's what they call magic numbers in diamonds, and that's when the diamonds can get really, really expensive. Most jewelers will try that. They'll market it as a 1 carat, but it's actually a little under. That's very common in jewelry stores, by the way, to go plus or minus 7% in weight, meaning that if something is 92 points, they'll market it as a 1 carat. QVC doesn't do that, so you know. They work with minimum carat weights, and it's the only place I've ever worked that does this. We can guarantee you a carat 4 or more. So that's how we choose to roll. And every single diamond that you've seen here today, and every single diamond that they have, whether it be from the earth or whether it be from our Firelight collection, it's sent to the Gemological Institute of America to be inspected for you before it's set into jewelry. You would be shocked if you saw the amount of moissanite, the amount of CZ, just stuff you don't want in your diamond ring. And so I don't think it's that your local jewelers or some of the other places have bad intentions. I just think it's that they're not going through the stages, the steps that QVC goes through, which is part of why I wanted to be here in the first place. It's a huge endeavor. It's very expensive for them to do, but that way we know that when we're selling something for $108, that it's going to have the same kind of quality standard as something like this, which is $15.99. Same quality standard. But when you get into these bigger solitaires, you get into bigger money because they're just more valuable. In diamonds from the earth, they're more valuable because they're more rare, right? They don't grow that big that often or that clean or in that color quality standard. But with lab grown, we can protect the diamond, we can watch the diamond, we can grow it faster, and that's why it's so much less expensive.
Oh,
So
they
it,
love that.
yeah,
They
instead
love
of it
the ring.
being three and me too, instead of being in the earth for 3.5 billion years, this was protected and it's like it went to private school. So it's got it's got the opportunity to grow into a finer product, right? Nothing against our public school system. I grew up in the public school system, but this is really where chemistry and math meets Mother Nature. So I'm really proud of the Firelight Collection. I hope you are too. We have got a diamond show tomorrow night, Thursday night. Let's see, I think it's 7, 12, 13, 14, 7 o'clock, 7 to 9. Yeah, 2 hours tomorrow. So if you're not doing anything, come on by QVC.com. Bring your questions, put any of your requests in the chat. And thanks for putting up with the shenanigans that were going on today. I really do appreciate it. We will see you next Monday at QVC.com. Mom's shaking her finger at me like this.
I want to say hi.
Oh, you do? Okay, come on over.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's not your fault, Mom.
Man, am I frustrated.
Okay, because we love talking about
It's not good
negativity.
to frustrate Mom or Pat.
No.
Piss her off either.
Okay.
I mean, make her upset.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
okay.
because Ollie's like pushing you along. Did you see? I'm watching Ollie like nudge Mom.
Oh, grr. It's so awful to be sitting there and not. I was afraid to even touch my screen. Oh, what I wanted to say was I didn't put that stuff under my eye purposely so that next week I'll have it under there.
Oh, you're gonna do a before and after. She bought a new product that she
Oh,
loves from Peter
it's
Michael Roth. Is that what it is? Peter, you know what I'm
that might
talking
be
about.
true. Anyway, it's this serum. Oh my God, it's good.
It is good. It's for under eyes. It's really good. It
Yeah.
tightens up the
And this is
skin under
what
your.
it looks like.
Okay, so this is before.
I've got an eye appointment. So
We'll do after next week. Okay.
guys, I'm so sorry. I
It wasn't
miss you
you.
all. Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna go check my accounts. They're gonna be so disappointed if I'm hacked.
All right.
Anyway, thank you all for being there, and I will be back.
All right. We'll see ya.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Have a good day.
Bye bye.